Okay, so we are passing through just outside the resort, and you can see the beautiful picturesque roads with all these trees and the small town roads with the people. I actually wanted to record the ingress into the resort yesterday, but the camera was already inside the box. But I had always thought that when we exit the resort and join the main highway back, I'll try and record some of these sites for posterity. Again, on the inner roads, we had stopped briefly to set the Google Maps coordinates to where we are headed today, and one of our regular riders whom you might all have seen in the ride videos of the past, Ahiraj. So he actually hails from this place, Kumta, where we are currently. This place is called Kumta, and these are all the coastal towns along the coast of Karnataka, the western coast of India. So he actually happens to be here with his wife to look after some medical needs of his parents, and he actually came and met us in the resort yesterday, and we had a good time. And he advised us to take a slightly more scenic road to Sagara via Siddapura, which is where we are headed. So this road is supposed to be quite a nice road for the motorcyclists, with a canopy of trees and a very forest oriented. I always like to be back in these back roads rather than the highways, to be very honest, because they have got so much soul, so much character, so much village life to see, which you normally don't get to see in the big bad rotten corrupt cities where we live. So we always come back here to feel a bit of our past, to absorb how it felt like when we used to go to our villages as small kids. Let's see, we are on motorcycles, so hopefully we should be slightly better off than being in a car. Yeah, I think it's mainly the bus which is the culprit. Let's see. Hopefully it's just the bus. Okay, so there's somebody minding the traffic as well. It's these auto rickshaw guys who are the biggest nuisance, who will just breakfast at this place, Prakruti Hotel, and heading towards our destination now. Yes. So apparently these roads are supposed to be quite scenic and picturesque, as suggested by Ahiraj, and going by his past recommendations, we haven't had a chance to doubt his words, and I hope today turns out to be no exception as well. I think even if you get your car to a place like this, I doubt whether you will get a similar feel. There is something about being open and exposed on a motorcycle with nothing in front of you, nothing around you, and nothing on top of you, which makes it a very different experience. Enaita? Okay. So today's ride is not very long. I think we are expecting to reach our hotel in Sagara in about less than a couple of hours from now. It's about quarter past 11 in the morning. It's 28th of January 2023. I think when we come to places like this, we actually realize how quickly the cities have actually grown, the so-called suburbs and the urban cities. How quickly they have grown and how quickly they have got access to conveniences and technology and infrastructure. And probably the smaller towns and villages have not kept up at a similar linear pace of growth, and that is both a good thing and a bad thing. Bad because of many reasons. Firstly, the young aspiring newer generations who have typically grown up in these villages and small towns, they aspire more to living in the city and get access to some of its perks and conveniences, which means pretty soon the towns and villages are going to empty themselves. Well, not exactly empty, but you get the point. And also some of the trades and vocations which gave significance and meaning to villages and towns, they will tend to disappear, such as craft, pottery, and some of the indigenous trades, folklore art. All of that will probably be compromised somewhat. And yeah, it's good because ಕಳಿಸ್ತದೆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಮುಂದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ವಾವ್, ಟೂ ಗುಡ್, mesmerizing. Nice to see all the school kids. The sight of these bikes does bring a certain sense of increased uptick in the energy in the air is how I'd like to put it in these places, which I guess is a natural organic thing to happen. Everybody loves motorcycles. Who doesn't? For the kind of possibilities it opens up in life. Not just the pride of ownership, but the experiences it potentially unlocks with friends, with family, and alone. ಯಾವುದು? ನಂದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಜೋಬಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಆಗೋಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇಟ್. ಹಾಂ, ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ನೋಡಿ, ಓಕೆ. Wow, it literally feels like we are in another era and in another world. So ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರೋ ಅದೇ ರೈಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಶಶಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ತುಂಬ ಮೈನ್ ರೋಡ್ಗೆ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. ನಡ್ರಿ ಹೋಗೋಣ, ನಡ್ರಿ. ಗ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಹೌದು. ನಡ್ರಿ ನೋಡೋಣ, ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾಗ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಕೂತ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಗ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ಗಬ್ಬೆಬ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗಿದಾರ? ಹಾಂ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕಟ್ಟೆಗಳಿದೆ ಮುಂದೆನೂ. ವಾವ್, ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್. ಟೂ ಗುಡ್. ಹೌದಾ? ನಡ್ರಿ ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಇದು ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂಥರ ಇದೆ, ವಿಚಿತ್ರ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಸೋಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಾಯಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೌದಾ? ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಏನೋ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಂಗಿದೆ. ನದಿನಾ? ಶರಾವತಿನಾ? ಓಹೋ ಹೋ ಹೋ ಹೋ. Engine off, Shashi. Engine off. Look at this. Wow. Look at this. It's so dense. Oh, wow. There is hardly anybody on the roads. Wow, this was actually an inspired recommendation by Ahiraj. We should seriously thank Ahiraj for recommending this road. Although right at this very moment we are out of signal in our cell phone that we are using to navigate. We are hoping to reach a main town or one of the main villages nearby and hope to again get some signal back. But until then we are going purely by instincts, faith, and more importantly a sense of wonder at having to at getting to ride in these roads. It's a privilege. It's a cosmic privilege is what it is. Thank you, Cosmos. ಹಾಂ, ಅದೇ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅಥವಾ ಸುಟ್ಟು ಹಾಕಿದಾರ ಅಂತ, ಅಥವಾ ಯಾರನ್ನ ಬಂದು ಸುಟ್ಟು ಹಾಕಿದಾರ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ.
ಏನು ಶಶಿ ಇದು? ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಪ್ಪ, ಸರ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಸರ್ರಿಯಲ್. ಓಹೋ ಹೋ 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 ಹೋ. ಆರ್ ವಿ ಇವನ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ? ಯಾರನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ ಅಂತ. ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಬಂತಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ನಾವು ಆಫ್ಲೈನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಲೆಸನ್. ಸಿದ್ದಾಪುರ ಇದೇ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟಾ? ಹಾಂ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ನೋಡಿರಿ ಶಶಿ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ನೋಡಿದ್ರ, ವೆನ್ ಆಲ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಫೇಲ್ಸ್, ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ರೆಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ. ವೆಲ್, ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಗೈಡ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ 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 ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. Imagine decades from today, years and decades from today, your son and your grandson will be sitting, and your daughter and her and her kids and everybody will be sitting and looking at his father or his grandfather riding on a motorcycle. How amazing is that? Alva? Exactly. Allah, there is no need to tell. You get to show them live. Obvious. Allah, that is there. A sensory experience ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಏನು ಶಶಿ ಇದು, ಅಬ್ಬಾ. Too good, yaar. Too good. Damn. Seriously. ಅಬ್ಬಾ ಏನು ಸರ್ ಇದು, ಸ್ವರ್ಗ ಲಿಟ್ರಲಿ. My God, what a trip this was, ಅಲ್ಲ. पैसा वसूल trip, पैसा वसूಲ್. ರೈಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಟ್ ನೈಟ್ ಘಾಟ್ ಹೊಡೆದಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಇದು, ಅಬ್ಬಾ. ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಪೈಸಾ ವಸೂಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ. ಅಬ್ಬಾ. ನೋಡಿ. So I was telling Shashi just back there where we had stopped that when you come to these places you realize the depth of the statement, be quiet and shut up so that the cosmos can speak to you. And this is exactly what it is. This is the cosmos speaking to you, speaking to your soul. Oh. Beautiful water body. Bhuvanagiri Muttige is what it says on the board there. I'll have to look this up what it actually is. Bhuvanagiri is the place. Wow, these sights are just endless.
ಎಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಬಂತಾ?
ಹಾಂ ಹಾಂ ಹಾಂ. ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತೀರಾ? ಹೊರಟ್ಬಿಡೋಣ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕೂಲ್ ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂಚೂರು ಏನಾದರೂ ಕುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಬೇಕಾದರೆ. ಏನಂತೀರಾ? ಕೂಲ್ ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇದೆಯಮ್ಮ? ಕೂಲ್ ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಇದೆ.
ಬಾದಾಮಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಿದೆಮ್ಮ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೂ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಹತ್ತಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಅದು ನನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇತ್ತು ಮುಂಚೆ. ಐ ಟುಕ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ 2 years. ಬೆಟರ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇದು ಹಚ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಕೊಡೋದೇ ಹಚ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹಚ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ